Dyer's ban.
Ladies and gents, welcome. A little bit of a rush one this morning. We're straight into the draft. So it's going to be the Abandoned Snapfire Lifesteal Witch Doctor picked up by Gambit. Meanwhile, on the side of Cyber Legacy, we've got the Terrible Trim Protector Timbersaw and the Batrider. For anybody following along since the ESL CIS qualifiers for the major, we did not see one single Terrorblade in Group B. Now, the bans are as follows. We've got the Ancient Apparition, the Oracle, Puck, Razor, and the Slack.
5 seconds.
Meanwhile, Gambit taking out the Bloodseeker, the Morphlin, the Templar Assassin. Let's get that out early mornings. Words start to flow with the Troll Warlord and the Nyx Assassin, Omni Knight as well. The Abaddon and the Terrorblade, two heroes we never really saw in the major qualifiers, because this is the Group A teams. I do believe Hellraisers and Forza will be playing after this, which were the Group B teams, which we did cover. So that'll be a little bit, we'll have a little bit more of an idea of what went on. In fact, I'm pretty sure last time they played Forza in the qualifiers, in fact, I think it was the qualifiers to make sure, it was the second day, to make sure there was no tiebreakers. Forza played Hellraisers and 2-0'd them. Pretty sure with one of them was a proper anti-maging. Let's just check. See if we can find that match. Because if I'm thinking of the right match, Hellraisers will be looking for revenge. I'm pretty darn sure. Wouldn't have been yesterday, would have
Dyer's
been
pick.
day
Radiant's
before.
pick.
Storm Spirit.
Okay, so they met after in tiebreakers. Yes, because there was a tiebreaker match. I remember now. But before that, it was a... wasn't even the anti-mage game. Forza just went 2-0 on them. And
10
absolutely...
seconds to go.
Yeah, okay. So the last draft
5 seconds.
in the best of two was Snapfire, the Troll, Magnus, Tiny, and Darkseer.
Take your pick.
And pretty much the same draft again, only it was instead of a Tiny, it was the StarLadder, instead of the Troll. Oh, completely different draft. It was, yeah. So it was Necrophos, Lifestealer, Snapfire, StarLadder, and Darkseer. So we have seen a lot of Snapfire games in Group B. I'm not sure what it was like on Group A. Potentially something similar. But yeah, we didn't see a whole lot of Treant Protector either. Or Storm Spirit. We did see a lot of Batrider and Timbersaw. A little bit of Timbersaw actually. He was more banned than he was picked up. Pretty sure we saw 0 Ember Spirit.
10 seconds to go.
So everybody that followed Group B is in for a little bit of surprise today. I know I am.
5 seconds.
So Pikachu on the Storm Spirit, Palintimos on the Terrorblade, we've got Happy Dorura on the Treant Protector, Chappie on the Timbersaw, Bignum on the Batrider for Cyber Legacy, meanwhile Gambit Esports, FN on the Ember Spirit, FNG on the Witch Doctor, Dream on the Lifestealer, Vampire on the Snapfire, that name threw me off though, and Satchelo on the Abaddon. Hope everybody's ready for some good CIS Dota. I know I am. In fact, day one of Group B, again, not sure what happened on Group A, but day one of Group B, every single series was a 2-0 win. It was a best of 2 series though. Well, not a massive best of 2, best of 3, because no, every single series was a 1-1 on day one. Yeah, that was it. Okay, day 2 was completely different. Every series on day 2 was a, apart from one, was a 2-0 win. But every single game on day 1 was a 1-1 win, which obviously can't happen here in a best of 3 because there has to be a winner. However, it might just mean that we're going to get all 3 games for all 3 series today. It is going to be a 3 series day. That's the kind of day we are in for. It's going to be the Cyber Legacy Gambit, which we are currently on. Who doesn't love that? And then going into the second part of the day, it's going to be Forza versus Hellraisers. Again, another best of 3. And after that, we are going to have the winner brackets final. And then we're going to go to sleep. all tucked up nice and warm in our beds, dreaming of the lower bracket elimination match and the lower bracket final tomorrow. Because we do have 2 teams, I'm pretty sure, for CIS that go through to the minor.
I love
What's
this
with all the
part.
scribbling?
That's the spirit.
So for now, we are going to be getting into game number 1. Let's take a look at the items, shall we? While we have a pause, hopefully nothing too bad. I know there was, mainly in Southeast Asia and South America, some issues with pauses. But hopefully it's just a quick... In fact, was anything said? Just a 1 moment. Keyboard, okay, 1 moment keyboard. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We are good to go. So, looking at items, we do not see any smokes. That is something we do not see, ladies and gents. As it looks like it is just going to be that standard. Right, okay, something that was happening in Group B, literally every single match, was something like this, where you had 4 heroes on the bot from the Dire, and then you had like 3 up here from the Radiant. The Radiant would always try and contest this River Rune. But more than likely it would be traded off to the Dire. Meanwhile, on the top, you would see just the 1 Dire hero push back and the 2 Radiant heroes being able to claim this and this. Sometimes they also got this, but more often than not, it was the Dire that got the 2 bot, the Radiant that got the 2 top. No real trade-offs. I think we only ever saw, again in Group B, not sure how it went down in Group A, only ever saw 1 trade-off in terms of rune fights. And it's when the Dire got pretty cheeky, decided, you know what, we are going to posture, we're going to stick a couple of heroes bot, but we are going to stick 3 heroes top and go for the invade. And it worked, and they ended up snatching a couple of runes. So, it just looks like, oh, FNG, he's not going to be able to get, he's not even skilled up the cast. So it is just going to be this 2-2 trade-off on the runes. Meanwhile, FNG needs to be bloody careful because the Bat Rider does have the sticky napalm, is starting to try and track him down. Train Protector, they're going to try and go for the TP, anything to stop this, enough damage? They do not, but it means FNG, when he TPs, he has to use that salve. Stream just taunts his support. We do have the Spirit Brothers in the mid lane facing off against each other. Pikachu, I wonder if he's going to be able to take an early game advantage. You'd think not with the Flame Guard being up here by the Ember Spirit. So it means that Pikachu isn't just going to be able to drop these remnants inside the creeps and then assume FN is going to walk into them. Meanwhile, bottom lane, FNG and Bignum doing a little bit of trading. There is going to be the Maledict coming out here. It is only level 1 for the Witch Doctor, but it's still going to be a decent amount. Well, no, actually, because he's going to regen through all the big ticks. So Bignum doesn't really take anything, and FNG has used a big chunk of his mana here just to throw that Maledict out, because it looked like Dream was too busy trying to trade off these last hits, which you'd expect. He is a carry, that's what carries do. Okay, yeah, they're going to go back. They tried to drag back. They actually get the denial to the range creep there as well. That's pretty big here for Bignum, living up to his name. As FNG and Dream on this bottom lane, it's going to be a little bit hard, I guess. We've seen the Timbersaws build this before. They go through the reactive armor and the Timber Chain, not actually picking up anything in the Whirling Death till about level... In fact, it's really late on when they pick it up. It is about level 7 or 8. They get it after they get the Chakram up, after everything else has been filled out. I suppose that's because it's pure damage on the Timber Chain, which means even after Dream throws out that Rage, he's still going to take damage from the Timber Chain. Meanwhile, top lane, how's it going? It is 1.5 melee laners up here for Cyber Legacy, up against a ranged hero. The armor for the Train Protector is going to be good here.
From blaze to
just because Terrorblade is going to be taking a whole lot of harass anytime he has to step up, and X-Vampire is going to be throwing that out with the Scatterblast. I assume the Cookie comes next. Yeah, Cookie Crushers are going to be coming out now as well. Sashlow, once you get into a point into the Curse of Avernus as well, that is going to be great at trying to chase them down. But Sashlo, other side of the trees. Lavinama comes out. There's going to be the first Cookie Crush of the game. And Palintimos just going to take a little bit of damage there from the Cookie Crush. You're on bottom lane. The pull comes out into the neutrals. Chappie with the Timber Chain as well. Dreams looking to contest this. FNG does have the cask if he wants to throw it out, but no guarantee it is going to pop to Chappie. Or Bignum for that extra melodic damage. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, trades are coming up. Pikachu's pretty much out of regen. I assume this is a bottle coming out. Yeah, bottles for everybody top lane. Now we're going to see a first blood. It looks like Sashlo might want to go, but Palintimos is going to be able to salve up after the Mist Coil does come out here from the Abaddon.
Nuh-uh.
An X-Vampire. Are they going to go again? There is going to be a Morph coming out from the Terrorblade. It is level 2 as well. Meanwhile, so Palintimos takes the first blood with the right click. Sashlo, even having to use the Aphotic Shield, doesn't have the mana to cast a second one if this is popped. So Palintimos, surprised he's not actually getting aggressive. Maybe he doesn't know Sashlo's mana situation. As another salve does come out for Palintimos. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Dream and Chappie. Chappie just keeps throwing up the high fives, and Dream is not taking the bait. But Bignum's got his covered like a good support would. Meanwhile, mid lane, there is going to be a little bit of harass damage, and FN was getting pretty darn low. Does have a bottle of his own. This is going to be interesting on rude trade-offs. Going to be able to see, because if the Storm Spirit gets a quick level 5 here over FN, it means that Pikachu will be able to zip-zap in the ball line into these runes before FN's going to be able to even think about going for them. Meanwhile, top lane, Bignum actually gets the kill onto the bottom. Are they going to be able to chase Chappie down here, Dream? The TP, it's a decent death timer here for the Witch Doctor, and Timbersaw, with the reactive armor at least, and a salve, is just going to be able to shrug off that melodic damage. Palintimos, how's he doing on last hits, Palintimos? 21, so he's a few behind the Lifestealer. Storm Spirit and Ember Spirit are kind of pretty much battling for it in the mid lane. Meanwhile, Timbersaw on the bot lane, pretty much impeded here, unimpeded even, against Dream. Dream's going to be throwing out the Rage. It is only that level 1 Timbersaw, Timber Chain, and he doesn't have the mana to throw it out. Does have himself the Soul Ring. Actually went for a point into the Will and Death as well. I suppose it was actually in Group B, looking back. The Timbersaw, mid lane, are we going to be able to see a kill? Pikachu getting out with 30 health. No bottle charges, but he does have a Tango. Meanwhile, FNG trying to come in for the backstab, but Bignum's on the backstab, and FNG not going to be able to see the Storm Spirit. Pikachu will be able to get himself back past the tier 2 tower. And now FNG needs to run himself away from Bignum. Bignum trying to stack up these sticky napalms. Is he going to throw the cask? There is a creep there that he can bounce it to if he tries to get away here. Firefly is not picked up here from Batrider. There's going to be the flame break back. Right clicks as well. Ticking down FNG quite low to this. The sticky napalm, one more right click. He's going to be able to use his 1 charges, and now underneath the tier 1 tower, not actually going to be able to get the kill. It's going to be bouncing there to the creep now as well. There's going to be a Searing Chains. It looks like Ember Spirit is going to be able to get the trade back onto Bignum. Bignum is going to be able to get out. Remnant drops, and FN gets the kill. 1 right click away, but those 1 charges doing work there for FNG, and FN able to get that trade off now. Pikachu looking for the rune. There is no rune. Gambit doing quite well in this mid lane. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Chappie is just coming close, coming into contact with Dream, and Dream trying to do what he can with the 4.3, in Feast. So Dream, now the Rage will be there if he needs to use it. Sticky Napalm, again, coming out from Bignum, but Bignum level 3 is actually going for the 2 points into the Sticky Napalm, so no Firefly just yet. And Chappie, again, 38 lasses. In fact, all 3 cores on the side of Cyber Legacy sitting top of the last hits. Dream does keep peeking his head in there. And Ember Spirit, once the Storm Spirit rotates off to farm the jungle creeps, that is going to be another little opportunity, yeah, and FN just dives to his remnants there as well. The advantage of the Ember Spirit over the Storm Spirit, as the neutral items do start to come out. Terrorblade in the jungle.
Radiant's courier's a goner.
Ooh, Bignum gets the courier. Dream's getting pretty down low here now as well. There is the Firefly available, but X-Vampire is down here. Going to be able to throw out the Cookie Crush. It comes up. Bignum in a whole load of trouble. There's going to be the Scatter Blast now as well. Chappie, well, Infost is Life Stealer. Infest, going to be that the Timber Chain comes forward. There is a Chakram in a couple of seconds, so any Rage in the house. It looks like, are they going to be able to turn this one around? Rage, but no open wounds, and Infest has already been used, so Dream doesn't want to play the risk game. As Palintimos does just get himself back between the tier 2 tower on the bot lane. Meanwhile, top lane, Storm Spirit's rotated up. He's going to be able to find Satchel. Satchel's not actually picked up a point into the borrowed time just yet, so it's going to be an unfortunate shield, but this will be a kill. Again, on the bottom lane, it looks like they're going to try and get another kill onto the Timbersaw. Snap fight, there's going to be the cask bouncing through now as well. The Living and Reactive Armor trying to do work, open wounds now as well. The chase is on. Is there going to be another Cookie? No mana for the Cookie, it's on cooldown anyway. And Dream just rages himself out. Walks away, does have the Javelin. But yeah, the damage from the Maledict wasn't there onto the Timbersaw, so Timbersaw will be able to survive through this. That's a decent amount of regen there as well. So Chappie just steps back up. Clarity gets cancelled, but Dream, that Whirling Death Chakram combo,
Structures for now.
loses a whole load of health there. Mid lane, Storm Spirit got pretty low. Is going to tick to the Maledict even from FNG.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
But this does mean with Palintimos down here, this tier 1 tower for the side of Gambit will be put under pressure. Dream does rotate into the jungle. And it's going to be a first tier 1 tower of the game. I do believe, yep, every other tier 1 tower stands. Dream comes in, Palintimos is going to TP himself away. While he has, well, the Metamorphosis is about halfway through. So he just rotates himself back into the jungle, offers the space for Happy Terraria. Just to get his level 6 now, get his ultimate up, as we are going to see. It's not a, well, it was actually a smoke gang, but it looks like Bignum was able to break it and get out safe. Bounty wounds coming up. Satchel, it's going to be a 4 rune trade. If Gambit, Satchel, he actually wants to get himself back onto the lane. So nobody picking up this rune just yet. Mid lane, FN is there. It's going to be the Searing Chains onto Timbersaw. Timbersaw, are they going to be able to do the damage? It was only FN. X-Vampire was a little bit too far behind. He does have the Scatter Blast as well as 2 points into the 5-snap Cookie. Oh, meanwhile, bottom lane, it looks like we're going to get maybe, I think it was actually just Courier's. Dream, though, he is in deep. There is no lasso. Storm Spirit, there's going to be an Infest. Are they going to be able to chase down the melee creep? They are going to be able to, and there's the Vortex available now. It's going to be coming up before the Rage. Batrider does have the lasso, drags the Lifestealer onto the cliff. There should be the damage there. There's going to be the rotation in by FN, though. Even the Mortimer Kiss is being dropped. The Batrider's on the high ground, not going to be able to get away from this. They're going to be able to turn this one around. It looks like Pikachu. Do they have the damage to kill off FN? They don't, and FN gets a kill onto Pikachu. Now they want to go. There's going to be the Searing Chains to lock down the Cookie for the stun now as well. X-Vampire is going to be able to get in with the Scatter Blast, but Palintimos with 160 health just barely survives. Oh, X-Vampire doesn't have any way to cut down the mango tree now, but FN does gets it with the Quelling Blade. Pikachu, well, X-Vampire knows that was a great play with the Quelling Blade. Really hard to pull off. It is an ultimate maneuver that only the Dota pros know. But that mango tree goes bye-bye. Huh. Mid lane. Oh, Chappie's just going to rotate off. There is 3 heroes, so he would have had to be careful. But yeah, he just rotates himself into the jungle. Abaddon finds himself a shovel. As Happy. Oh, mid lane, they're going to actually be going onto the Timbersaw. Chappie is not a happy Chappie. He is a sad Chappy. A sad camper. As Satchelo does have the borrowed time now at level 9. Got himself a Vlad as well, that's quite nice.
Dire's top towers, you know the drill.
Gonna be checking into Roshan, but it was just a dip, maybe to break line of sight. Is anybody building a medallion on either side? We've actually been seeing... Oh, okay. Pikachu and Satchelo. Satchelo, yeah, it's not actually going to go on him here. Or either one going to go on either one. As we're going to swap to the net worth, just to take a quick look-see. Lifestealer as well as Ember Spirit. Doing pretty well. Speaking of Lifestealer, where is he? He's over there. Meanwhile, Palentimos, he's not going to be doing well. There's going to be a Maledict. Actually gets off. Mortimer Kisses are going to be coming in. Is the Maledict going to be enough damage? If they can get it, the TP comes away. It looks like Terrorblade will survive there as well. He did get the trade-off there. It's going to be the big root coming out from the big root. As Happy Terraria, Chappie's going to be able to get a kill onto X-Vampire. FNG takes down a sentry, but not much else. Meanwhile, Pikachu is going to be going in deep. FN, there's going to be the Timber Chain. The Chakra put out the Whirling Death. FN is going to be able to get himself away. Does have a remnant to jump to, but that Timber Chain, it was not far enough. And now a Lasso comes out. Gambit, this is not going to be a happy trade for them. Dream's going to be able to get a Photic shielded. But that's still going to be a 3-4-0 off an Gambit smoke gank. And once again, Zasho doesn't die. It's 0-1-0 though. As it looks like at least Dream and Sasha want to be stepping up to this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Living Armor is going to be there, and Chappie's going to try and chase them away with the Chakram. But Satchelo, fortification wears off. Living Armor will be wearing off any second now as well. FN might go in deep here. There's going to be the Cookie. It does still actually hit, so the Cookie Crush is going to be effective. And now the open wounds, the Searing Chains to keep him locked down. Scatterblast, FN is going to be able to get that kill. Vortex comes out with the borrowed time. It will be procced here by Satchelo. Going to be picking up most of his health back. The Aphotic Shield comes back out now. So this tier 1 tower will take enough damage to go down as Palentimos, not even bothered about fighting that, just going to be in the Radiant Jungle, looking to get up his Manta style. Oh, Vampire Fangs. Sends those back.
A tribute to my house.
So, Terraria, I can't say that. Happy. Happy Terraria. Terraria? Terraria. Mid lane. FN kills off Chappie. As Bignum just going to be able to do a little bit of wave clear on the bot lane with his Firefly. 3 points in that now.
Brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
But again, it just looks like the Living Armor Treant is going to be here. Treant Protector does have his ult if he wants to throw that out. Overgrowth though, 100 seconds if the rest of the team isn't rotating in. Is it worth using? Or maybe it's just worth getting out.
The Dire might want to find their top tower.
It's actually going to go for that blink here on Happy.
Dire's top
As the tower, even through the Living Armor, will be dealt with. And Pikachu, gotta be careful. Yeah, he sees everybody on the outpost and just decides to dive himself away. Meanwhile, Palentimos, Radiant Jungle, close. Has actually finished the Manta style. Just needs it flown out to him.
Right now.
As Abaddon is going to TP himself back here, Satchelo, just to defend the tier 2 tower on the bot lane. That does mean though, if anybody from Gambit shows himself on top, Abduraria might go for the root. And the rest of his team might rotate in. Palentimos actually just going to stick around. He did actually pick up the Vampire Fangs over the Iron Talon though. Oh, Satchelo might see him. Satchelo will see something being pulled away at least. Mid lane, FN. He's got himself a DD. Gonna go towards the Yules now as well.
Oh, look at it go.
What is he going to be able to do in the mid lane? Cookie Crush comes out onto Chappie. Maledick's going to be running now as well as the Scatter Blast, but there's going to be a Vortex back onto FN. FN needs to get himself out of this. Ooh, Treant Protector is going to be able to heal up with the living armor onto the Timbersaw FNG. That one saves his life, but not for long, not this time. Pikachu says, as he will pick up that last hit onto FNG. And again, trade comes out. Chappie, there's not going to be a lot of damage here in chains. With a slight fist, my kisses are going to be coming out, but mostly off the mark. Pikachu takes a little bit of that, but now Palintimos with the Metamorphosis, he's going to be stepping up onto Dream. Happy Rory tries to get himself away. He's going to be killed off here, and it's going to be FN that picks that one. And now FN with the DD, is he going to be able to go back in on this? Chappie, do you want to go the Infest Bomb? Not really. Going to be that effective. And Dream even going to be spotted by the double sentries, just to make sure. Just to make doubly sure there is no Radiant wards up there. As Chappie in the mid lane. He's going to get himself a pipe in the mid lane. Oh, Lifestealer not in the mid lane. Could be in a little bit of trouble. There is a lasso. Going to be dragging it back over the rage, so it means they will be able to cancel the... Actually, will be. They will with the Vortex and the pushback from the Flame Break. As Pikachu gets himself... How many kills does Pikachu on now? 420, 420, blaze it. As Ex-Vampire. They are looking for Palintimos, but Palintimos' Spidey sense is tingling. And he's just going to walk himself safely back. Yeah, FN's going to be coming up on Chappie in the mid lane. There goes the Flame Guard. You'll set him now as well. FNG and FN grouping up for this kill. Maledick comes out, even using the Death Ward. Chappie, this time it should be enough damage. Chappie gets the TP. Por qué? I thought there was some Syrian chains going on. Obviously not.
Do something about that bottom tower.
And Chappie being a literal walking tank, was able to get himself out of that. FN, Sad Panda, not able to get those kills. Pikachu. There's one more, isn't there? Am I missing one? Uno, dos, tres. Nope. It looks like all the wards, all the runes, sorry, were accounted for. 2-2 trade on those. Satchelo, TPs are going to be here. No lasso for 12, but they should be able to delay. Borrow time's going to be there. Yule Scepter up into the air, and Satchelo, well, the body blocks. It's as effective as a lasso. FN's going to be coming in with a Syrian chain, so he'll be able to get the sleight of fist kill off. No, just remnants himself away, but Chappie finds FNG here now as well. Timber Chain comes out, Chack him in a couple of seconds, Whirling Death. They're going to try and maybe go for the kill onto Timbersaw, but I think they've learnt their lesson. As Chappie does still continue to chase. Actually, the Chakram does connect onto FNG. Timber Chain comes through, and Chappie with a good solo kill onto the Witch Doctor. Even with the rest of his team around, this Timbersaw is just way too powerful. 3-3 and 3.
Radiant's toughened up their structure.
Got himself a pipe. I wonder if he goes for the Bloodstone after, or if he's just happy with the pipe as well as the living armor regen. Because Timbersaw, he's just a beast at the minute. FN's trying to do what he can. Yule Scepter does come out. Snapfire's going to be the cookie on top of the root. It's going to be onto the creep, so it doesn't actually have the gap closed. Pikachu does come out, though. And it looks like FN just wants to remnant himself away from that. There's bot lane. Lifestealer does have himself a halberd. Swapping between the Imp Claw and the Arcane Ring when he needs it as well. That's just efficient. But FN, again, mid lane, Chappie steps up. An Ex-Vampire, we are going to be seeing another smoke coming out. Remnant dropped as well. As FN gets himself an Invis. So does he pop this?
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Oh, the Treant Protector. He's got the Invis. He broke the smoke, and there was no reveal for the Treant. So they are just going to swap focus. Move towards the tower on the bot lane. And Gambit going to be able to get themselves
Dire's
the
just
last
couldn't
tier 1
save that
tower of
bottom
the game.
tower. Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
As
Dire's bottom tower's getting the
they want to carry on going here. They
Radiant's
just want to
top
carry on putting the
tower's
pressure on. Maybe trying to force out a 5v5, but Batrider just does a little bit of creep skipping in the mid lane with that Firefly. Breaks the aggro there. Storm Spirit's going to be able to carry on pushing onto this top tier 1 tower. There's 3 TPs in though, and he just automatically gets the ball lightning away. Doesn't even want to hang around for that. FN though might give him no choice. Searing Chains actually comes out into the Batrider. But I don't think Bignum cares. He has the backup of half his team there. Right underneath the outpost, and there's TPs for the rest of his team, so if a fight broke out... Oh, okay, yeah. Timbersaw has himself a shovel, so he's never going to want for TP scrolls ever again. Searing Chains does come out. Do they have the vision there? Was that just a guess? Good for FN. What might not be good for FN, sticky napalms. Just going to throw himself away. Actually scouts out a couple of the teammates of Cyber Legacy, so this is actually going to be really good. It just gives them the opening into Roshan, and the medallion is there now. It's going to be a full solo grab. So this is going to be Roshan being disarmed, being right-clicked down. The scan comes out, then the rotations, they're coming in quick. Bignum doesn't have the blink. He's actually going to be going for the drums. He pushes out the Lifestealer. That's pretty big. Chakram, if he wants to go back in the pit, Dream, he's going to be having a lot less of an AoE. Just an area to be effective in. Dream, Chakram going to be dropped once again. Roshan, are they going to try and steal this one? There's going to be a Yule Scepter up. Bignum, and now the root comes out with Dream. He still gets the Roshan, still gets the Aegis as well. They are going to be able to kill off at least a Tree and Protector. Batrider, Mortimer Kisses, going to be dropped. That is going to be a second kill. Bignum, Dream's going to try and chase him down. One more right click closes the gap. Chappie's trying to get himself away. Throws out to Chakram. There's going to be the Robnroll forward. No Searing Chains to close the gap though. As Gambit hold on, they claw back the Roshan. They use the little area they've got, claim the Aegis, and get 2 kills out of it as well. Yeah, Storm Spirit just didn't want to dive in there. Does have the Bloodstone himself. There's going to be the Searing Chains. Satchel comes in now as well. Do they have any way to slow him down? Vortex comes out, and he's just going to be able to get the ball lightning away. Oh, ball lightning is backing on to Satchel now as well, but the cookie's going to be off the mark. No cookie crush for you today. And yeah, the bounce runes again. It's just going to be a 2-2 trade-off.
Look at it go.
Craggy coats for everybody. You get a craggy coat. You get a craggy coat. Stream does have himself the full Melania. Snapfire. Yeah, Spirit Vessel. We did see this a whole lot in the Group B ESL qualifiers. It's really going to help out on Timbersaw that just regens through everything. Don't think it works with the trade, with the Sunder, because it's a literal swap, not a heal. But yeah, should be able to deal with the Timbersaw and his constant regen through the living armor with the reactive armor. And just at 20.5 health regen he has as well. Chappie gets a deny off. Oh, Witch Doctor, FNG. Boatload of trouble. Chase is going to be there. FN though, the Invis is going to be cancelled. Batrider as well as Palintimos should just be able to back himself up. Palintimos has the Ice Gaddy now as well. That's going to be big. They're going to be able to find Satchel here. Satchel does have the borrowed time, but the rest of his team, well, there was 2 TPs away, so they're scrambling to get back into the mid lane to help out the Abaddon. Abaddon, the borrowed time comes out. The Yule Scepter is going to be there. Big Root comes out from the Big Root, and Satchel, Cookie's going to be there. The heal as well. Infest. Did Snapfire go for the Cookie heals? Not even up there. Still 2 levels away from that. Oh, it's just a Palintimos illusion. As everybody, 27 minutes in, goes back to farming. 11-11, 27 minutes in. Let's take a look at the net worth, the way that's balancing out. It's XP, it's a little bit down there. And net worth, it's a little bit up there. But it's no great shakes on differences here. Pikachu's going to show himself. There is 3 heroes about. Any way to stop him from ball lightning out, though? Cookie's on cooldown. Pikachu. just gets himself away. They need a little bit of lockdown for the Storm Spirit. Who's going to build it? Well, Dream has the Basher. I assume he's going straight for the Abyssal. Yeah, it is queued up. But, however... no one else really got the lockdown for the Storm Spirit. Who is just going to flaunt this by ball lighting him back in and going for the TP away. Meanwhile, top lane, FNG. Batrider does have that lasso, but not going to go for it. FN. Just playing it safe, dropping remnants, going for a Melania himself now. And Dream. Flame Break pushes him forward, but that was the direction he's going anyway, so he's just like, Bignum, I thank you very much. Sashlo's even going to be joining him. The creeps are going to be, well, no range creep either. The range creep's dead. Fortification comes out, and the backup. Well, backup's actually coming in from Gambit. It's only really the Witch that, well, no, Emma Spirit's not there either.
Now rekindled.
But Snapfire's there to back up if there's any moves. Any great shakes. Dream's going to be going in with the Melania on him.
The Dire gave up a bottom tower.
Storm Spirit.
Radiant's
The pings were there, but he's not going to dive onto the Witch Doctor just yet. He might... No, he's just going to... He's still in the jungle. He's looking for creeps. Oh, he's going to go now. FN's there, though, as well as the Witch Doctor. There's going to be the Vortex. The cast comes out, but again... Pikachu can just dive away in between bounces on that cask, so he's not really too fussed. Did the Aegis... Just got reclaimed. Just got reclaimed. They're actually going to be able to go for this outpost here. Now, there is going to be a 5-man smoke, maybe to try and reclaim this outpost. They've got themselves 10 seconds here. Cyberlexy to reclaim. What is going to be more important, the team fight? Well, they're going to be giving up a little bit of XP on the outpost. Now Chappie dives himself in. There is going to be a whole lot of damage. The Multimistic Hisses come out, so that is going to be a nearly dead and completely dead Chappie. Dream's going to be able to help get that one as FN. Again, Big Root comes out. Bart Rider though. Bignum's going to be killed off. Backlines. Pikachu down himself around. He's going to be able to get off out Vampire. He gets the kill onto Vampire. Dream though is meanwhile back in the river. Palentimo Searing Chains is going to be able to catch this. Oh well, for FNG, the pullback, it cancels out the Death Ward on the Vortex, and Pikachu, the only one left alive. He does have the mana now with the bottle, but there's going to be a Searing Change. Yule Scepter comes out. Cask, is it going to be there? Not enough mana, it doesn't matter, because FN's going to be able to get the kill anyway. And Gambit, full 5-man wipe going their way, which opens up the map for them. Even, again, the outpost experience, the rune's going to be there now as well at minute 30. A DD on the bottle for FN. That literally,
Never refuse gold.
literally could not gone any better for Gambit. Unless somebody on the side of Cyber Legacy had dropped a Rapier. So, Lifestealer, he's got the full Abyssal Blade now as well. That's going to be real nice for him. Again, just locking down the Storm Spirit. Well, locking down anybody, really. As 16 to 12, the net worth is starting to swing the way of Gambit. At 31 minutes in.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
This is actually, believe it or not, the second longest game I've cast for the CIS qualifiers this week. Like, this is it. Most games were over at this point. In fact, again, pretty much all games apart from one were over at this point. Storm Spirit, they're going to go for... Well, he's not actually going to go for the dive. He's just using his zip-zap ball lightning around to try and clear off this creep wave. But Dream not going to be deterred. They're going to try and go through. They are going to actually go through. Well, creeps are cleaned up. And Tower... As a bit of a pain in the ass, you know, you have the Treant Protector. This tier 3 tower is still going to be taking a whole lot of damage because there is still a siege creep, which will be cleaned up, but tower does still go down.
Tower's gone.
So they got the timing right on that. Have the throw area. Goes out, shows himself. Mate, no. Just play it safe, lad. Tower is already down and they've backed off.
Oh, look at it go.
So Dream. Pikachu. Down to 12 charges on the Bloodstone. That's not no bueno, but it's not bueno either. Did Chappie go for one as well? Chappie did not. He's just sticking with the pipe. Actually going to be going for a Shiva's Guard. Oh, Vampire. Well, we all know how vampires hate fire and machinery. I don't know. He's going to go for the cookie, try and get himself away. Scat Blast comes out, but Vampire will fall. Now, I guess trying to do a little bit of damage before he did die. Palintimos, well, Dream, a Rage is going to be dropped. There's going to be the dive in by Pikachu as well. Are they going to be able to pick up FNG before this? The vacuum comes back, even using that Infest Bomb here. It's not going to be enough though. It looks like Dream, FN just get the kill into Bignum now. But borrowed time, it's going to be there. Dream will be killed off. Chappie gets the kill. You'll touch there onto the Storm Spirit. Satchelo. Storm Spirit just dives himself back, heals. He's actually going to use the TP, leave the rest of his team, I said the rest of his team, Palintimos as well as Chappie to try and deal with this, but Satchel might be able to get the kill onto Chappie. FN's going to be there now as well, has a run up in 1 second, going to be able to get the Sleight of Fist off to get that kill, and now FN, you'll set it up into the air, but Pikachu, he's fully healed, he dove himself back in. FN trying to do what he can. Palintimos has already used the Thunder. It's not going to matter. FN, he's going to be able to get himself away. Cask is going to be the FNG. Might put himself at risk for the rest of his teammates. Slashville actually might want to try and dive back in with the Aphotic Shield. Palintimos going to go for the right click. Try and slow Palintimos down here. Steering Chains comes back out once again with the Sight of Fist. And even the Cookie Crush. Enough time for X-Vampire to get himself back in here. And now Palintimos, whole load of trouble being chased down. Mortimer Kisses to secure the kill. And Slashville will get that last right click to get the kill. And now, what was that fight? It was more than a 2 for 4. Surely it was more than a 2 for 4. It was not. FNG was able to back himself up, keep himself alive, heal himself, get himself back into the fight. And Gambit actually rocking that, which what I thought was going to be a good engagement for Cyber Legacy. Gambit just turns it on its head. And Satchelo, yeah. Going to be going towards, I assume, actually, what's coming out on the career? It looks like it was coming from the secret shop. It's going to be the Lotus Hub, is it? I want to say yes. Yeah, just get himself a Lotus. FNG got himself the Glimmer Cape, 2 braces, X-Vampire, well that's a creep so he won't have any items. Mech coming out, I assume Guardian Greaves are to follow. Meanwhile on the side of the dial, let's take a quick look at their items. Well, we do have the Orchid for the Storm. That'll be highly effective on someone like a, well no it actually won't because FN does have the Yule Scepter to charge that off on himself. I guess Dream to stop him from raging. And I mean, if you're stopping somebody from raging, you're really doing them a favour. So I'm sure Dream's going to appreciate being orchided as they do get themselves a second rush. Got the Chiefs. FN. Outposts. This was still captured. Was it the trade? There was.
Don't worry, Mortimer.
So in just under 4 minutes, that's really going to pay off for Cyber Legacy. You know, if it doesn't get traded back.
Bottom towers seen better days. No breaking down the radiant structures like this.
Ooh. Palintimos isn't here. Storm Spirit's going to dive deep, but there's 2 siege creeps still alive on this that Cyber Legacy are going to have to deal with before the barracks are going to be safe by backdoor protection. And it just looks like they're not going to be able to. Storm Spirit's going to be diving in once again. Slashshow's going to be getting pretty down low, but he does have to load the sub and borrow time. So, pops the Lotus up, tries to get himself away. The Abyssal Blade comes out. Dream Protector not even going to be able to get off his big root. Buys himself back. Cookie gets Dream out alive. Yeah, Storm doing what he can to clear off to help the melee racks, but the range racks does go down. That's good target focus there by Gambit, knowing that they might not be able to clear it off the melee racks without a fight. So they just take down the range racks. So this lane will slowly but surely push in. And you could still pressure for this. It's just, is that a super creep? Nope, just a rage creep for now. It should be the next set. Yeah, there you go. You can see by the way he walks his walk and the way he's bloody massive. That is a super creep. So, Cookie was used, just trying to use it to clear off the illusions. Melee racks, well, the living armor is going to be there, but Dream just says, you know what, I don't care. And that is going to be a lane of racks, as the Batrider will respawn.
Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
Backdoor protection, Palintimos trying to use his illusions to clear off these mid lane creeps, but, however, now the backdoor protection is gone. This tier 3 tower in the mid lane, it's going to find itself going down, crumbling, falling. And Chappie, what's he going to be able to do here against Storm Spirit? Dives deep to try to clear off all these creeps in the mid lane, but however, it is not going to work, and the ranged racks now will fall. So that's 2 lane of racks, and Gambit have pretty much little issue. Yeah, so you're just going to go down. They said, well, you just give us 2 lane of racks, so you know what, we're going to go for a third. We are going to make it a triple. Oh, baby, a Chappie. As the Abyssal Blade does come out, Yule Scepter is going to be there. Chappie's going to be able to get himself away. Storm Spirit dives to the backlines once again. He's going to be able to find himself Snapfire. Snapfire, though, does get the Lotus Orb. Gets Lotus Orb as the BKB does come off, and Dream's going to be able to kill Happy Dororia now as well. So 2 heroes dead. Chappie does actually buy back, but it's going to be 3. No buyback on Palintimos, so I do believe that is going to be good game, well played. And Dream goes deep. Throws off the taunt, the high five. Nobody there to high five him, so he's going to be left hanging. But Gambit, it's not going to be great for Cyber Legacy. They did lose the first game. So, however, indeed, Gambit Esports are going to take the first win of the day, moving into a power position over Cyber Legacy. But it is a best of 3. It is a best of 3, which means that Cyber Legacy, they can rally, they can bring themselves together, they can dig deep and push this to a 3-game series, or Gambit, they can just continue the pressure. They have the momentum, they can glide forward and take the series in a 2-0 fashion, which would then mean we move on to Forza versus Hellraisers. And again, guys, we do have available, it's a 3 series day. So we've got this series, which is a best of 3, Forza versus Hellraisers, which is a best of 3, and then the winner bracket final, which is, you guessed it, a best of 3. Hopefully we get all 9 games today. However, we are going to jump to everybody's favourite part of the broadcast, the break screen. That's it, ladies and gents. We're going to be playing some chill hop music while we wait for game number 2. So we'll see you after the break.